Streamer. Powered by Streamer. Stream your podcast, stream your story, stream yourself. Try it free at streamr.nyc.
Welcome to the Daily Bag Podcast, and my name is Thomie Is'real. My mother didn't give me that name. I gave myself that name with the hope that I could live by it, stand by it. And when it's all said and done, I lived up to it. So let's get right down to it, man. Glad and blessed, man, to be able to record this podcast today, man, on this platform. Have a chance to have a conversation with myself, to inspire and to motivate. And I give you the permission, I give you the warrant to eavesdrop and listen in as I teach myself this lesson, man, and re-innovate this message to myself. It is so easy and so better to do good. Doing bad takes hard work, man. To scheme it up, to go through the drama, the residuals of it, the residuals of going bad, man, I swear, man. Just the looking over this shoulder part, man, it's tough, man. Man, take it from me, man. Take my lessons, man. The lumps, look at the lumps on my head. Look at the bruises on my body. It is so hard to do bad, man. It's so much easier to do good, man. I tell you, man. I'm looking at the guy, man, from Empire, the actor from Empire. I'm a whole lot on his name, man. Let y'all do the research. Y'all probably already know what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying the man did it or didn't do it or had anything to do with it. I'm just saying, going by, what they saying, man. I'm just reporting what they saying, man. What the guys saying, that they beat him up and said all these slurs at him and all that, man. Come to find out, he knew the guys and he paid the guys, and man, let justice do what justice do. The police did their investigation. This is what they come to right now. I do not know. I'm not part of the investigation. I do know it's risky for the police to frame up. They're going to get down to the bottom of it. But it's so hard to do bad. It's easy to do good, because now look what happens with his career. Let's just say if he did. I'm not saying he did if he didn't. I'm just saying, let's just say if he did, he was behind that situation. It's tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on him. I mean, it's going to be extremely tough. He was worried about, for whatever he did, it was a reason. Let's just say he did it. I'm not saying he did it, but just let's say he did it. He had to do it for a reason. His reason is he's worrying about his shoes. Now he cut off his feet. Just think about all the people that put their neck out for him. Just use Cory Booker, the politician that really stood up for him and made those statements saying it was a public lynching and it was a new age lynching, and what they did to him, because he was found with the noose around his neck. When the police came, he still had the noose around his neck, and Cory Booker went all out on a limb. Let's just say he did do it. Let's say the allegations are true. Let's say the facts with the phone calls and the records and all this evidence they got. Let's just say it's true. Cory Booker, he's going to get, now his neck is on a chopping block, because he stood up. Now he's going to get over that. Of course he will. He's Cory Booker. He been through, he was mayor of Newark, one of the toughest towns. So he already know what it's like to go through it. But he's going to be hesitant. Like so many other people, when something actually really does happen, people are going to be hesitant. And me as an Afro-American, we already got the eye looked at us. So we don't need no extra, man. When we need help, we need help. We really calling out and crying. We crying for help. Like a Eric Gardner crying for help, gasping for air. We already living with that dilemma, already living under that. Amadou Diallo, every shot that went in his body, he cried for help. And all the other people that the injustice are done, crying for help from prison cells and serving life sentences and death penalties and crying for help. man, you don't put a needle in the balloon, man. I mean, not forever, but just for this moment. It's real. It's hard. I said it before. It's hard. Even when you're trying to steal a candy bar at the counter at the supermarket. You trying to get that candy bar, you looking over your shoulder, you worried about the cameras on you, will somebody behind you see you, will the cashier see you? You trying to get $1 candy bar, you doing all this scheming to get $1 candy bar, you in the supermarket, that tells you already got $1, you at the counter. You already about to buy your food. You already about to buy your items. You already got an extra $1. If you don't, it's a candy bar. You don't need the sugar in your body anyway. All that. You going through all of that to take a candy bar. You know what I'm saying? It's so much depth into doing bad. He could have then took all that energy that he used to scheme to come up with this idea. Well, he could have used that to something to help benefit his career. It's tough. It's tough. And I'm not saying the man did it. The point I'm making, it's hard to do bad. It takes a lot to do bad. You be better off doing good. Because then you got to, after you do the bad, you got to look over your shoulder all the time. It's tough. It's tough. You got to worry about the people you did the crime with or whatever you did. Worry about if they ever get in a situation where they turn. So it's a tough situation, man. I just hope the best for the brother. I'm hoping it comes out that the guys is lying on him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that he didn't do it. He has nothing to do with it. You know, because it's a tough one. It's a tough one for all the people that on that show with him. How he's going to look at them, how they going to look at him, the relationships he's built. That is no joke, man. This is not a joke we talking about here, man. I mean, we talking about a person and an industry, and we talking about a people in a whole. It's tough, man. You be better off saying, damn, I'm just not going to do it. Man, take it from me, man. It's so, believe me, man. Let's put it on I. Let's put it on I, Thomie Is'real, right now. All the things you did, bro. Let's talk about you. Well, let's leave everybody out the equation. Let me just get down to you, bro. Imagine if you would have did good with the money you had and took care of the bills when you was going down, but you had $6,000 and you had $6,200 in bills that week, but you had $6,000 earned, and you went and took care of that and had a $200 balance. Yet you went to a gambling casino trying to make some extra money and you lost it all. All the stress that you went to in that casino. All up and down and drinking and the stress and walking around the casino sweating because you down to 3,000. Before you know it, you got 1,000 left and now you're panicking. All of that stress, bro. When you would have felt so much better going to the people and giving them what you got to get them and say, hey, can I give you the 200 next week? Now it's 6,000 in the hole. Man, going to somebody and say, man, can I owe you 200? Is much easier saying, I have nothing. Because now what? You're ducking and you're diving. You're ducking and you're diving these phone calls, these emails, and you're ashamed. And your reputation is all tarnished. For what? It's so much easier to do good, man. I tell you, it's so much easier to do good, man. It feels better, man. When I woke up this morning, I didn't want to work out. But I stretched out and I said, all right, you know what? Let me just get 100 push-ups in. I got that 100 push-ups in. It felt so good. I got the 300. Because that's how good it felt. It's better to do good, man. Because I'd have been worried all day. Oh, man, I ain't work out. Oh, I feel like a bum and all that. Yeah, man, it's easier to do good, man. I'm telling you, man, it's easier. Just like sometimes it's easier to tell the truth. I know it's hard. I know it. Oh, man, I know it's hard. I've been there when you got to make that phone call. And you don't want to do it. I know, bro. I've been there, man, but it's easier. It's easier to make that phone call because when they start calling you, it gets bad. So it's always better to make the phone call first. To get on that phone case, say, hey, this is the situation, man. It's better, man. Believe me, man. Take it from me, man. You don't want to be bruised up. I'm bruised up, bro. Knots all over my head. I got 2 black eyes. You know what I'm saying? I just stopped my nose from bleeding, man. That's all I did was stop my nose from bleeding. You know, so believe me, take it from me, man. It's easier, man. And we gonna run across there. And I tell you, man, I got to learn to take my own advice. I get in a situation, I gotta learn to take my own advice, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, this is a conversation with myself. I'm just giving you the permission to eavesdrop and listen in. I'm talking to me. I'm using that God's situation for me because there's going to be more situations coming up because I'm going to be successful. You better believe that. I'm going to be successful again. And I hope that after these wounds heal, that I'll be ready for what's to come and I'll know how to handle it. So with that, I'm gone, man. I don't want to pull your ear too much on this Sunday, man, whenever you're listening to it, man. But remember, man, it's easy to do good, man. Try it, man. Try it. It's easy to do good, man. Take it from me, man. Take it from me because I'm really talking to myself, man. This is the Daily Bag Podcast, and my name is Thomie Is'real, man. Whatever you do, make sure you look in that mirror and tell yourself, I love you. I love you. Remember, man, tell yourself that. I love you. For real, it works, it helps. I'm gone.